Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for being here. Today being Tuesday, August the 19th. It is 5:55 p.m. and we will call this meeting to order of the EPISD regular meeting. All right, Mr. Mijares, will you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, Mr. Mijares. Now we will go to roll call. We have Mr. Christopher Hiller, Secretary present, Mr. Morris Lipson, Trustee present, Mr. Jaime C. Barrera present, Mr. Tom Gonzalez present. We have Mr. Samuel Mijares present, and our attorney Valerie Carrillo present as well, and myself, Jorge Barrera, present. At this time, we will move to public hearing to discuss the 2025 official budget and proposed tax rate. And at this time, it is 5:55. We open the public hearing. And we didn't have anybody sign up or any calls. So at this time, it is 5:56. We are closing the public hearing to discuss the 2025 official budget and proposed tax rate. So it is closed. Thank you. We will move to citizens' communications and recognitions. I would like to move, we'll leave as a consent item, but we have Juan Seguin Elementary students for winning the National Prodigy Math Winner Gold Tier Division. So we can have the students and the teachers come up, please, at this time. And if the board can go down to take a picture.
Good evening, Mr. President, and of course, Superintendent Mijares. Thank you for allowing me to spend some time with you this evening. At this time, it is my honor to recognize the students and staff from Juan Seguin Elementary. In late May, the students of Juan Seguin Elementary gained interest in playing Prodigy Math on the Clever platform. The students were not only competing against each other, they also started passing math objective levels, which qualified the students in a national contest that Prodigy was holding. Well, Juan and Seguin won the whole enchilada and earned recognition of being the National Prodigy Math Winners Gold Tier Division. And the Longhorns are proud to boast that they won a $10,000 prize to be used for technology at their campus, along with a very snazzy trophy and Prodigy merchandise. They also won a school-wide pizza party. Let's give a big round of applause to Juan and Seguin Longhorns for being the National Prodigy Math winners. At this time, we invite the board and Mr. Mijares to come forward for photos. So before we get our official one, parents, if you want to come to the middle so you can get a better shot, you can come stand up and do so at this time. If you want to come forward to get your picture, you can go. Okay.
Okay, now we will move to district reports and presentations. We will take 1 through 8 at this time. If the board has any questions, I would like to note 6 p.m. we have Trustee Victor Perry come in. At this time, 1 through 8.
Rain and train.
Any questions from the board? No. Okay. Then we're good. No, this is just the presentations, yeah. This is district reports. We will now go to second budget workshop, review 2025-2026 official budget and proposed tax rate. Mr. Mijares?
Good evening. The budget we've incorporated everything that needs to be incorporated into the budget. We have the salary increases. We have everything that we discussed during the summer. These are the final figures, the final workshop before we adopt the budget tonight. As you look there, the numbers haven't changed at all. They're pretty much what we looked at during the summer. We're looking at the end of this year, which is next month. We're gonna have the available funds that are gonna be available is gonna be $47.8 million. And that's as of August 31st of 25. We do have a deficit for next year that we all talked about. It's 8.9. The salary increases did not impact the deficit as I presented to the board. We were able to get those monies from the state, so that deficit did not go up. I also want to emphasize that I'm going to do everything in my power and everything that I can do to reduce that deficit in half, so that that deficit will be hopefully less than the 8.9. Once you go ahead and take that for planning purposes, the 8.9, we go ahead and reduce it from the 47.8 million, you're at 38.8 million for next year. That would be the available funds that we had once the whole budget is spent and everything takes place. Next year, as of August 31st, 26, we're looking at 38.8. Then you look at the third year from now, which is 26-27, the deficit would be 8.9, and then we're looking at 2027 of August 27, we're looking at about a $30 million fund balance. Are there any questions? Next page. This is the budget. It includes everything we had to add to it. This is what you are approving. When you go to the first action item, it will be this. This will be what you will see and only what you will see. It includes everything, the different categories and everything that needs to be incorporated. Taxes, as you know, our taxes is something that we incorporate into the budget every year. Taxes will go down again. We will have a reduction in taxes for next year. When we do the calculation for the taxes, it's going to go out to the taxpayers. The exemption went to 140,000 for everybody. Over 65 will be 60,000. So the total exemption for somebody that's 65 years old will be 200,000. Which will happen is that most of our over 65 taxpayers will not have to pay any taxes. When you're looking at a bond election, they will not have to pay taxes even if a bond election is passed. They will be completely exempt from any taxes. And we had a little confusion last year because we did not send a statement to the people that were not paying taxes. So they were calling me, hey, I didn't get a statement. I need to pay the taxes this year. We've made some changes to the software. And even if you're not getting, you don't have to pay taxes, you will still get a statement and it will show that you don't owe anything to the school district. Are there any questions?
Questions? No.
Thank you.
Thank you. So that finalizes our budget workshop. We will now move to action items. Number one, consider and take appropriate action on the request to adopt the official budget for the 2025-2026 school year. Do we have a motion? Motion by trustee Jaime Barrera. Do we have a second? Second by trustee Gonzalez. Questions? If not, all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Number two, consider and take appropriate action on the request to adopt Resolution 2025-2026-01 to set the 2025 tax rate. The motion is to be read as follows. I move to adopt the 2025 tax rate of 0.7553 for the Maintenance and Operations Fund and the tax rate of 0.06982 for the Interest and Sinking Fund for a total tax rate of 0.82512. I also move that the property tax rate be increased by the adoption of a tax rate of 0.82512, which is effectively a 0.04663% increase in the tax rate. Do I have a motion?
So move.
Motion by trustee Hiller. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by trustee Lipson. Questions? If not, all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes, unanimous. 3, consider and take appropriate action on the request to elect 2 school board members, 1 member as a delegate to the Texas Association of School Boards and the other member as an alternate.
Is there nominations, or how do we do this?
Yes, we usually, if anybody wants to,
For the delegate, I propose Jaime Barrera.
well, motion for delegate. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Gonzalez. All in favor to name Mr. or trustee Jaime Barrera as the delegate? And now for alternate, I would like to name Mr. Morris Lipson as the alternate. We have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Hiller. All in favor? All opposed? So our delegate is Mr. Jaime Barrera and our alternate is Mr. Morris Lipson. Thank you.
Does the alternate pay as much as the delegate?
Poquito menos.
Igualito,
Just-
igualito, mismo.
We will now move to number 4. Consider taking appropriate action on the request to approve the 2025-2026 Student Code of Conduct Handbook revisions. Mr. Mijares?
Yes. Yes, we have the revisions. Amalia Riojas is here to present if you have any questions.
Any major changes, Ms. Rojas?
Good afternoon. Yes, well, our legislature, well, they were busy bees, and they continue to be in special session number 2. To cover a few, there were quite a bit, actually, but to cover a few, some of the major ones. The first one, House Bill 6, and House Bill 6 actually has several parts, but one of them is to prepare and provide parents with an overview. They just released the Spanish version, so we're getting ready to release that, and that comes directly from the state. Number 2 has to do with the changes to the nicotine and e-cigarettes and vaping devices. It used to be mandatory, and I think the state realized that there were some changes that they needed to do. So that went from a mandatory to a discretionary placement for a first-time offense. And of course, the hot topic of the year across the state, House Bill 1481, prohibition use of personal communication devices. And so, of course, that was addressed, and we do have it, of course, updated in our student code of conduct. And at the local level, one of the things that did change as well, it went from students who engage in any fighting, physical violence, anything along those lines, went from a level 2 to a discretionary, level 3 discretionary placement at the AEP. Those would be the major ones, unless anyone has a question on anything else.
Anybody have any questions? I do want to congratulate administration. The first week was an interesting one, and I've talked to some of the principals, and I think everything is being taken care of in terms of all these changes, especially with the cell phone. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Any questions? If not, do we have a motion to approve the 2025-2026 Student Code of Conduct Handbook?
So move.
We have a motion by Trustee Perry. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Gonzalez. No other questions? All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. And number 5, consider and take appropriate action on the request to purchase credit by exam test for EPISD secondary campuses from Texas Tech University, and the board delegates the superintendent or designee the authority to make related budgeted purchases of goods or services as per board policy. Do we have a motion?
So move.
Motion by Trustee Hiller. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Trustee Lipson. Any questions? If not, all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Unanimous. At this time, we will move to consent items. Note, Ms. Trustee Martinez walked in. It is 6:11.
Yes.
Number 8's coming off, right?
Oh, we're gonna have to table it. So, motion to table, and then we'll. I'd like to bring up number 8. I'd like to make a motion to table this item for later on, because they're still doing negotiations to be brought at a later time. So I make a motion to table number 8. Do we have a second? Second by Trustee Perry. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. And then we can take all the other ones as one. Do we have a motion?
So move.
Motion by Trustee Hiller. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Gonzalez. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Consent items are taken, and please once again, thank Prodigy for the donation, please, on behalf of the board. At this time, the Board of Trustees of the Eagle Pass Independent School District will convene in closed session as authorized by the Texas Government Code, Chapter 551, to deliberate upon the following matters. Number 1, the board will hear the request to hire personnel to fill vacancies pursuant to TGC 551.074. Number 2, the board will hear the request to approve term contracts as presented pursuant to TGC 551.074. Number 3, the board will hear the request to hire a professional employee to serve as instructional officer at Kennedy Hall, subject to possible future reassignment by the superintendent pursuant to TGC 551.074. And number 4, the board will hear the request to hire a professional employee to serve as instructional officer at Sam Houston Elementary, subject to possible future reassignment by the superintendent pursuant to TGC 551.074. Do I have a motion to convene in closed session?
So moved.
A motion by Trustee Hiller. Do we have a second?
One second.
Second by Trustee Jaime Barrera. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. The time is 6:14, and the date is Tuesday, August 19, 2025, and the Board of Trustees is now in closed session. And no action will be taken in closed session. Thank you. Time is 6:32 p.m. The date is Tuesday, August 19, 2025, and the Board of Trustees of the Eagle Pass Independent School District is now in open session, and we will move to item number 11. Number 1, the board will consider and take appropriate action on the request to hire personnel to fill vacancies.
Mr. President, I move to approve the request to hire personnel to fill vacancies as discussed in closed session pursuant to TGC 551.074.
We have a motion by trustee Lipson. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Gonzalez. Questions? If not, all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes unanimous. Number 2, the board will consider and take appropriate action on the request to approve term contracts as presented.
Mr. President, I move to approve the request to approve term contracts and as discussed in closed session pursuant to TGC 551.074.
We have a motion by trustee Gonzalez. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Perry. Questions? If not, all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes unanimous. Number 3, the board will consider take appropriate action on the request to hire a professional employee to serve as instructional officer at Kennedy Hall, subject to possible future reassignment by the superintendent.
Mr. President, I move to approve the request to hire professional employee Angie Y. Gomez to serve as instruction officer at Kennedy Hall, subject to possible future reassignment by the superintendent.
We have a motion by trustee Hiller. Do we
I'll
have a
second.
second?
I'll second.
We have a second by trustee Lipson. If no questions, all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Number 4, the board will consider and take appropriate action on the request to hire a professional employee to serve as instructional officer at Sam Houston Elementary, subject to the possible future reassignment by the superintendent.
Mr. President, I move to approve the request to hire a professional employee, Gabriela Juarez, to serve as instructional officer at Sam Houston Elementary, subject to possible future reassignment by the superintendent.
We have a motion by trustee Martinez. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Gonzalez. If no questions, all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes unanimous. Congratulations. We will now move to correspondence and information. Mr. Mijares?
Yes, just a reminder that tomorrow we have the Chamber of Commerce back-to-school luncheon at 11:30. I know that we invited some principals, just pick up your tickets with Marisela. Also, we have copies of the schedules for both Eagles and Mavericks on your packet, just to make sure you know the dates and the games. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Mijares. Now, do we have a motion to adjourn? Motion by trustee Perry. Do we have a second? Second by trustee Martinez. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. The time is 6:36, and the date is August 19th, 2025, and this meeting is adjourned. Thank you all. Have a great day.